Wheaties, we got a couple special guests today. What we'll do is we'll talk to Jessica Krietz, a senior softball player, and then we'll talk to Katie White. Coach Bret Sergent here from the Pequot Lake softball team too. And then at the end we'll talk about all the teams because we just finished the preview section for the coming up. It'll be in the Echo next week in the Pine River Journal on April 11th. The spring sports preview. We just finished it, so we'll touch on some of the highlights from that. So Jessica, you want to join us first? Jessica, thanks for joining us today. Let's start out with a couple questions. Tell us about the position that you play for the Patriots and how much you've been outside so far for practice.
I usually play left field, so I'm usually in there, or I play center a little bit, maybe if they need me at first. And so far as being outside, we haven't gotten outside much. We've just been in the gym. We usually do morning practices, batting cages, and just as much as we can do until we can get outside.
Do you have the same outfielders as you had last year? Has it changed at all, or the three outfielders?
As far as left field, it stays the same. That's me. And then center field, we actually have a freshman, Haley Wiebolt.
Okay.
And right field, we have another freshman, Barbara Miller. So they're pretty good players.
And I know you're anxious to get outside and play ball because it's been a long winter, and especially thinking about how your season ended last year. You had a great year, 20 wins in a row, and then you lose in the subsection semifinals. I hate to bring it up. It was 1-0. Close game with Staples, Motley, and Albany ended up winning the subsection, but I bet you've been anxious for months to get back on the field to shake the memory of that game off.
Of course, yeah. I've been really wanting revenge on Staples, but we actually had a really good summer, so I don't feel too bad about it.
Tell us a little bit about the summer.
We ended up taking first in our JO tournament. We beat Moorhead. Okay. So that went pretty well.
Was that a 18 and under JO?
Yes.
18 and under, okay. And that was down in St. Cloud, I believe, or something?
Yeah, around St. Cloud.
Okay. Is that usually an indication of who's going to be the tougher high school teams? You can judge that a little bit to tell how the teams will be?
That should tell you pretty well, actually, because it'll be the same people. No one's going to graduate from summer. So you get that chemistry going, and you're going to find out what team's going to end up on top, maybe.
Okay. I'll let Wheaties get in here with a question, too, for Jessica. Okay. Go ahead, Wheaties.
What do you like playing better, center field or left field?
I actually really like left field. Okay. I don't know why. That's my favorite position.
You made a great catch in Centerville last year.
Yeah.
I think it was, anyway.
We should mention, too, Jessica hit .529 last year with 33 RBIs. I believe that was a team leading 33 RBIs. All-state honorable mention. What a nice honor. What are your plans for next year?
Next year, I'm actually attending the University of Wisconsin Stout for industrial design, and I will be playing another 4 years of basketball. And maybe some softball, you never know.
In Menominee, right? Wisconsin? Yep, right over the border, so not too far away. You were a three-sport athlete?
This year.
Okay, you're just coming off basketball. How was the season for basketball?
Basketball went pretty good. We ended up losing third round, but we had a very good season overall.
A nice record. I think you had 20 wins again this year for basketball. So you ready to play softball? When will the opener be, or who knows?
Our first game's supposed to be Tuesday, but I don't think we'll be outside.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
In case you haven't been outside, it's already
unless you're an Eskimo.
Yep, Coach says it's already been postponed, and it's nice inside. We're at the Civic Center in Brainerd, and thank you for joining us today.
No
Getting
problem.
out of school and coming down here. We really appreciate it, and we'll talk to Katie White next.
Okay.
Thanks, Jessica. Have a nice season.
You too.
Yep, thank you.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Go ahead, Wheaties.
You're anxious to get back at Staples?
Yeah,
right from the start?
I'm very excited to.
That 1-0 loss.
Boy, Wheaties, I waited until my fourth question before I asked about that tough Staples loss last year. You got right into it, didn't you?
Well, I was there, and I didn't like it neither.
Yeah, I bet you've been thinking about that game.
I have. I've been trying to figure out what I did wrong and what we can do better, and I think we'll get him next time.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I wasn't there, but I don't think you did anything wrong in a 1-0 game. I think that pitcher was really good, but you're very good. Can I throw some of your stats out there? I don't mean to embarrass you. You are quite a pitcher. You're a junior, a 3-year starter. You batted .603, which is a school record for Pequot Lakes, and I believe Wheaties has the baseball record, by the way, at Pequot Lakes, .667. And as far as a pitcher goes, you had an ERA of .064, 16-1 record, and you were second-team All-State. 108 strikeouts and 98 innings. I need you on my fantasy baseball team. Those are great numbers.
Thank you.
So if you faced Wheaties live there, could you get a hit off her?
Oh, I'd be nice to her.
Oh, would you? Okay. You still got that batting eye, don't you? So what has been a key to your success pitching? You got great stats. You've been a dominant pitcher in the area. Did this all happen when you were young, or how did it all come about?
To be honest, it was practice. It was the hours and hours of practicing with my dad.
Yeah, you bet. I've
Yeah.
seen you many times. You can drive by the field. There'll be your dad and you out there, so I know
Yeah.
you put in
I mean-
lots of extra
So he's got
time.
sore knees after all the years? Or?
Couple broken toes, sore ankles.
How fast do your pitches go?
I honestly have no idea. I think
60?
maybe not quite 60, maybe a little under.
Okay. What are some of the tougher teams that you've faced over the years as a pitcher?
Well, we always seem to play Moorhead, like the Crush or something in the summer, and they're pretty tough.
They are
And
good.
Staples has also been, a tough team.
Now, the Pequot hitters must be better because they face you in practice all the time, or don't you face them much? Do they face the machine or they face you?
We kind of do a mixture of both. So
Okay.
they get some live pitching and also the repetition from them.
It's got to, in the long run, make them a better hitter to face a good pitcher like you all the time. And you're not the only one. There's also Lindsey Johnson as a pitcher, too, right? And
Yeah.
she had like a 5-1 record last year, the nice ERA.
Yeah, Lindsay's a nice pitcher and a good hitter. So
Yeah.
she had a line drive home run over at Detroit Lakes last year. Was really a boat.
What has turned this program around at Pequot Lakes? They were solid for years, but the last 3 years they've had really nice numbers. What's turned it around?
I think it's because all of our girls stayed in it. Like, we've been playing together since we were little, and we all love the game. So
Okay. And how many years you been pitching now?
since I was in 4th grade.
Since 4th grade. Has your arm hurt after these? I know
Not
it's a different
usually.
motion than baseball where they ice their arms and stuff. Not really.
No, I do it so much, it's just natural, I guess.
So you could do a doubleheader then in one? You
Yeah,
have done a doubleheader.
Like at state, I pitched 5 games in a row.
And last year you guys played in a Junior Olympic tournament, and I believe you rode from Illinois or something. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? And then you guys end up winning it, right?
Yeah. Well, my mom, dad, and I got up at 3 in the morning and decided to drive down to go play, and got there 10 minutes before the first game and threw 5 games straight and ended up winning. So
It's a great story, and parents are so committed to get up like that at their hotel and to get back here. And what a great accomplishment! Have a great season. Any other questions you have, Wheaties?
No, just let's win.
If you
Yeah.
can ever get outside again, this snow will be gone soon. They're talking rain the next few days, so get ready. And thanks for joining us, coming to Brainerd today. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So you can send your coach in here. We'll talk to Bret a little
all
bit.
right, thank you.
Yep, thanks, Katie. Bret is the head
Hi,
coach
Serge.
of the
Hey,
Pequot
how's it
Lake
going?
softball team. So Wheaties started out with right away with the 1-0 game last year. Are you ready to get back on the field?
Well, we're trying to forget about that 1-0 game, but we're going to use it as motivation, and I think we're going to have a great year this year. We're going to try to get back and go a little further.
Yeah, 20-0 at the start is going to be hard to duplicate that, but maybe we won't even get that many games in this year.
Well, it's supposed to snow again on Monday, or it's coming, so we're getting sick of being inside, but the girls are getting throwing in and a little bit of hitting stations, but nothing like being outside.
So it's Friday, April 5th today. How much snow is on that field yet?
There's a good foot on our field yet. It's not like Brainerd where they use a snowblower to get it off there, yeah.
Assuming you eventually get outside and play, what are the changes on your team, the biggest lineup changes you have this year?
Well, we have some holes to fill. We had great senior leadership last year. The nice thing is our juniors and seniors that are coming back played with those girls, and we bonded. So if we can get some chemistry going, we do have an outfield position to fill and an infield position to fill, basically. I think we've got some good candidates. We've got some freshmen that can step in, Haley Wiebolt and Barbara Miller, and we've got sophomores like maybe Taylor Crocker can help us fill in at times, and our juniors, we have Becca Langer is going to do some hitting for us, and So we'll be okay.
Is Miller going to move right in there to where Hogan was at short?
Miller's going to slide to shortstop. We'll have Hannah Zimmerman will slide into third base.
Yeah.
We're going to look at maybe playing Lindsey Johnson a little bit at second and some outfield, and we're going to kind of go from there. Until we get outside, it's hard to tell what's going to happen for sure, but that's what we're looking at.
Lindsey's a pretty good hitter, so.
Lindsey's a really good hitter, and she's a good pitcher. You know, she's a nice backup pitcher. She's really versatile. I mean, she can help us in a lot of areas. So we're looking forward to a good year there.
We asked both the girls what's happened in the last 3 years. What's been a big turnaround for this program? You've had 3 great years. First of all, what's been the turnaround? And second of all, how does this team match up with some of the ones you had a few years back when Emma Hoagland was pitching with you guys? So is this one of your better teams?
This will be one of our better teams. Of course, last year we went 21-0 before we lost that heartbreaker. We had great team chemistry. When Emma Hoagland played, she was a great pitcher. She threw hard. We had some, Jenna Crawford, my assistant, played shortstop for us. We had some good players. I would say, though, from playing in the summertime with the 14U and the 16Us and the girls playing together, that's been the biggest turnaround for us. That and the fact that we have some great pitching. You know, Katie White's really stepped in and done a nice job. Lindsey Johnson's done a nice job. We have one of the best catchers in the area. I'd say we have the best defensive catcher in the section.
Yeah.
And Emily Wojciechowski.
She's got a great arm and great accurate arm.
And she's not afraid to throw.
She ain't afraid to pick them off first or third.
No,
so, I mean,
that's a fact.
Well, you look at your stats from last year, and between Katie White and Emily catching, they had more putouts than everybody put together. I think they had 200 putouts alone just for the pitcher and the catcher.
Well, they've been playing together a long time, and you get the strikeouts and the throwouts, and that happens, and that's kind of the name of the game in softball, you know. And we have to make plays. This summer, our 16U team won the state Class D championship, so they got some experience there and played together. That
was the one that Katie was on, 16U?
Yeah.
Okay.
Katie, that's the one where she actually drove from Chicago from the night before.
We asked her about that, yeah.
And when she got there, you know, she pushed herself. She pitched 5 games that day. Wasn't quite sure she could do it. I told her she could do it, and she can.
Did you coach that team?
Yeah.
You did?
Yep.
Who are your other coaches for varsity this year, and JV?
My sister Monica is my assistant coach, and then Jenna Crawford's the JV coach, and Chad Rudbeck and Jody Dickmeyer are doing the middle level.
Okay. Do you want to name a couple of the JV players that you're looking at? How was their record last year? I don't know if I've heard their record yet, or how did they do last year?
I'm not sure.
I think they only lost one.
Did they only lose one?
I think they lost one. 2 years in a row, I think they lost one. So.
Boy, the program's definitely been on a roll then. And that's great. I mean, you got to keep that going from year to year, but to have 2 pitchers is great. And Wheaties said there's actually 3 that can pitch.
We have a freshman, Catherine Miska, who throws pretty well too, and she'll handle most of the JV duties, and Taylor Crocker will help out on that.
She's a big, strong girl, so...
Yeah, she throws pretty hard, but you know, we're pretty solid. We're set right now with Katie and Lindsay at the varsity level, and so the future looks pretty good.
Who are the teams to beat, Brett, in the conference and then the subsection?
Well, in the conference, probably Staples, and Staples they have a good pitcher.
DL's always
and
tough.
DL they'll be good. Park Rapids is on the rise a little bit. They're always a good program. In our section, you're probably looking at Albany, who's won it the last few years. OTC is real good. They always have a tradition of pitching, and Staples again. So, and I'd say probably the team to beat. Well, we're going to be right in the mix for some votes there too. So
we got Staples at our place this year, right?
Staples and Detroit Lakes will come to our place this year.
Okay. Once we get rid of the snow, we can get you back out in the fields, and I know you guys are anxious to get outside and everything. What have you been doing inside, or what can you work on inside?
Well, we do a lot of throwing. That's if you can throw the ball accurately and not. That's where most of your errors come in these types of games. So we throw a lot. work on our mechanics as far as our hitting go and base running. That's where we improved so much last year. I think was we made base running a focus, and it helped us win some games.
Okay.
So,
any other questions you have, Wheaties?
Just
When's
it going to be melted?
We all want to know that. All the teams do. They all want to get out. But anyway, today we're inside the Brainerd Civic Center. Hey, Bret, thank you for stopping by. Yep. I know you had something in St. Cloud till 3:30, but you must have rushed out of the meeting, or we appreciate you getting here. Was it snowing or raining down in St. Cloud on your way, or?
No, it was nice coming up.
Nice, okay.
But it's coming. The rain was just starting to get to St. Cloud when we left, I think. So.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate you joining us. I know Jenna was going to join us, but she's working on another project too, so we're so happy to have the head coach and your girls too. Thank them again for us for coming out of school and coming down here, Katie White and Jessica Krietz, and good luck this year, and thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You bet.
Sure.